Hello, welcome back to my channel Christian Faith and Fiction. My name's Lou and today I'm going to be doing a quick book review for The Painted Castle by Kristy Cambron. This is the third book in the Lost Castle series. They're a series of companion novels. So the first one is The Lost Castle and then the second one is Castle on the Rise. They follow three siblings. This one is set in France and it follows Ellie and Quinn, who is one of the brothers. Castle on the Rise is set in Ireland and this follows Ellie's friend Lainey and Cormac, who is Quinn's brother. The final one, The Painted Castle, is set in England and follows Kira, who is the sister of Cormac and Quinn. This is the first book that I read in 2020 and I would be very surprised if it doesn't end up on my top 10 list for the year. I thought it was brilliant. I loved all three romances and I don't know how Kristy Cambron managed to fit so many cliffhangers into one book. The book follows three different stories that all revolve around one manor, but they take place in different periods of time. In the present day, art historian Kira Foley is hired to authenticate a painting. She hopes that this will be the thing that gets her career back on track. But the person that she's working for, Emery, is rumoured to be an art thief and leaves her with a lot of questions. In World War II, Amelia has turned the house into a boarding place for refugee children and suddenly has to find space for a whole influx of American pilots. And back in Victorian times, Elizabeth is a budding sketcher, painter, and she sees her father killed right at the beginning of the book, and she believes that the person that she's been sketching a portrait of is the person who has killed him, and she wants to go and get revenge, whereas her mother just wants to marry her off to someone with a lot of money. I think the author did a great job of playing each story off against each other and then finding ways to link them together. The end result was that it created an atmosphere of suspense and tension for the reader. The chapters alternate between each different story, and sometimes she would end with a big reveal at the end of that chapter, which made me impatient to get back to that story. But then she would do the same thing for the next chapter and the next story, and so on, leading throughout the book. I felt like this was the most accomplished of all the books in this series, and I loved all the main characters. Of all the three books in the Lost Castle series, this was my favourite one. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Kristy Cambron writes next. I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars. Well, that's it for today. If you've read The Painted Castle or any other books by Kristy Cambron, let me know down in the comments. And until next time, bye!